Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play Tyranny. As always, I am your host, J Square John Jeremy, and last we left off, we had received a pledge of fealty from the Vendrian Guard rebel forces here in the Tiers, and now we are about to meet with the Archons. Our goal is to disrupt the Archons' planning so that the two forces do not unite in their attack against the Spire. Let's see if we are going to be successful or not.
You don't give these Oathbreakers enough credit. Even beasts can see the pattern in their simpleton stratagems. If there are any patterns in my strategies, it's one of relentless victory. The Tiersmen excel at deception. But who's been more deceitful than your second, Cairn? And wasn't he the expert on siege warfare? What's your plan for dealing with the walls now? Standing pyramid? The Archon of Stone was punished for his actions. If you want to talk guilt by association, I would be happy to hold you accountable. And any disfavored warrior can take 10 of these hillfolk with a fruit knife. Properly armed, it's not even fair.
How can we trust your rabble not to turn at this last moment? How many of your conscripts have family bonds to the Vendrian Guard? It is decided. The disfavored will take the vanguard of the assault. It is the only way to assure success before the edict comes to pass.
Graven Ash's roar pulses in your eardrums, his face reddening as he yells.
Oh, you're so young. We can forgive you for being stupid. Without your Archon of Stone to bring down those walls, you're out of your element. Only the chorus has the numbers required to swarm the walls from all sides. We will lead the vanguard of this battle.
The best the chorus could accomplish would be leaving a ramp-shaped pile of corpses propped up against the walls for my warriors to use. Their fortifications are not a concern. Even understaffed, my Earthshakers could breach the masonry in short order.
Another brilliant idea. Cairn's cult is, we're sure, every bit as trustworthy and sane as the late Archon of Stone himself. You did notice the spire at the center of the citadel? Hard to miss it, being only the tallest thing on the horizon and such. Certainly your Earth mages won't do anything stupid like, say, breaking the spire's foundation? What could possibly go wrong?
The voices of Narat lazily twirls his scepter. You hear the voices in your head.
We love saying that name Cairn just to watch him squirm. Graven Ash has had so much hair back before he met us.
I trust them more than I trust your circus of rapists, sellswords, and turncoat Tiersmen.
Archon Ash turns his head, and, upon seeing you in the tent, relaxes his posture.
Tunon's Fatebinder has arrived.
The war tent falls silent, and all eyes turn to you expectantly. Done bickering?
Us? Never! How else will we keep each other at the top of our crafts?
The Archon of War lets out a long sigh as he rubs his forehead in irritation. Operations in Echo Call Crossing and Trip Nettle Wilderness were successful. Why aren't you two marching towards Ascension Hall?
Why is it my so-called allies are more willing to belittle than to assist? The Vendrian Guard have been the least of my headaches in this damned valley. Now that we are all assembled, I want reports. The Scarlet Chorus was going to resolve the Oathbreaker presence in the Outer Valley. What became of that?
Yes, what did become of that? We should know already, yet we do not. If we are not mistaken, the Fatebinder played a pivotal role in this operation. Fifth Eye, shed light on this baffling question.
It is a case of mysterious disappearances. The Oathbreaker Patrol disappeared. So too did Pedlock's Florian. So too did our scouts sent to follow the Fatebinder.
Really? Fatebinder, explain this at once. Were the Oathbreakers at Tripnettle destroyed? And how is it that Chorus knows so little about its own operation?
How best to put this? Fake Limp and his gang tried to pick a fight and had to be put down. Pelox Florian escaped in the chaos.
Iron Marshal, I understand we've established a foothold across the Mittani. Report.
Securing the Mittani was a gruesome affair. An agent of the School of Tide still lives, and the river was turned against us. Despite our losses, the day ended in success at Echo Call Crossing, though victory came at a great cost. When it came time to secure the nearby Echo Call village, there was a distressing discovery. The villagers had been stashing iron weaponry, no doubt stolen from our supply lines. Captain Antio wished to burn the village, but the chorus disagreed and the Fatebinder backed their claim. One detail of my reports have failed to explain the fate of the enemy captain. She seems to have escaped during the fighting at Echo Call village. All reports indicate that the Fatebinder was first in the village. She turns to you, head tilted to the side. Tell us, good Fatebinder, what became of the enemy leader? All eyes in the tent turn to you. I wounded her, but she fled. Securing the village was the goal, so I did not give chase.
And Bleden Mark never taught you how to track a wounded criminal? You are right. Securing a foothold across the river was the goal. Still, your lack of follow-through is distressing. Enough! If these are my allies, why bother with the enemy? Even the low-born Oathbreakers have the honor and decency to...
The Archon of War slams the maul to the ground with bone-rattling thud.
Oh, finish your thought, old chap. They have the honor and decency to... To what? To abide by some sort of deal you made with them?
The voices of Narat spins his scepter in the palm of his hands. You hear the voices in your head. Can you not hear the treachery in his words? How can we be sure he hasn't been stalling this whole campaign? His legion boasts of victory after victory, and yet these half-wit Oathbreakers suddenly give the disfavored pause. Scowling at the Archon of Secrets, Graven Ash says nothing, his body heaving with agitation. A truce with the Oathbreakers? Is this true?
It's immaterial is what it is. The edict is all that matters now, and we will march on Ascension Hall and avenge our fallen brethren.
Interesting. So I'm not the only one who thinks that this war is stupid. Apparently, so does Graven Ash as well. Except now Kyros' edict has forced his hand, and in the choice between everyone living and everyone dying, obviously Graven Ash chooses to have the disfavored live. Enough bickering. We are running out of time to take Ascension Hall.
Fatebinder is right. Our survival is at stake. All that matters is taking Ascension Hall. Iron Marshal, ready our troops. Fifth Eye, tell your gangs to cover our flanks.
You will do as we order. You are not to take orders from this addled ponce.
Then the impasse is clear. We both wish for the honor of leading this final assault on the Vendrian Guard. Since Tunon is not here to select the rightful bearer of this honor, we must turn to the Archon's proxy.
With whom do you stand?
The voices of Narat's mask tilt sideways as he lurches forward, wagging his scepter at you. You hear the voices in your head. Now is not the time for compromise. One of us will have the honor of completing this glorious conquest. We know you will choose wisely. Okay, so apparently we can only choose one of these forces to be the leader of the fight against the Vendrian Guard. Do we choose the Disfavored, or do we choose the Voices of Nerat and the Scarlet Chorus? Interesting. You know, up until this point, I was thinking that maybe fighting against the Scarlet Chorus would be better. But if Graven Ash has also had thoughts about a truce with these people in the tiers, it might not be a bad idea to choose him to lead the attack. We might have an opportunity to convince him to stand down? I don't know. It threw me for a loop so far. Who knows what the Voices of Nerat is thinking? I can't tell. Yes. Graven Ash has maintained a firm hold on the tiers. He will lead the charge.
You honor us, as I knew you would. You have made the right choice. The Disfavored have stood at the forefront of battle since the first days of the war, and now we have the honor of winning this final battle.
Graven Ash salutes you, his fist striking his breastplate with a thunderous clatter.
Our beloved chorus! We have too many lives to protect. We can't allow your foolish decision to destroy us all!
A brilliant emerald green radiates from the Archon, and the chatter of a busy marketplace seems to fill the tent. The scepter he normally holds as a playful prop is now clutched as a bludgeon ready to strike. You hear the voices in your head.
No, we did not work so hard only to be denied our rightful glory in the end. You will die with the Disfavored.
You would dare harm me and our guest from the court?
The air crackles with electricity as Graven Ash lifts his maul to strike.
By Kyros' word, this means war! How did it come to this?
You rouse to consciousness to the sight of Graven Ash swatting his hand toward the thinning green mist where the Voices of Nerat once stood moments ago. I saw you step in front of me. Thank you.
Just old soldier reflexes. Couldn't be sure if it was trying a simple illusion or a bolt of fire. Either way, needed to be sure my guest didn't perish in my war tent. Wouldn't be able to live that one down.
Are you sure you wish to go to war against the chorus?
What other choice am I given? It is clear the Voices of Nerat would endanger all of us out of vanity. Besides, we all know when this war is over, someone must rule and protect the tiers. So I will start protecting the tiers from the depravity of the Scarlet Chorus.
We will have to take Ascension Hall without the chorus's help.
Yes, and instead of having false allies on our side, at least we can march on the Citadel knowing full well who is friend and foe. And it goes without saying, the Disfavored needs you now for this glorious battle. Please speak with the Iron Marshal. She will give you the specifics of our plan.
That we will then use to turn against them. Farewell.
The Archon of Secrets left behind one of his spies. Perhaps we should send her back to her master in pieces.
Graven Ash narrows his eyes and points a finger at Verse. Barrack's armor makes a discordant sound of iron bending under pressure. Everyone assembled in the room looks at him.
Something to say, Barrack?
Ash passes his stone shield a confused look.
Nothing at present, Archon. Forgive the interruption.
Barrack looks to you with a vague hope in his otherwise impersonal stare. Verse is with me.
You would harbor the Archon's henchmen in your company? This is aiding and abetting the voices of Narot. I cannot stand for it.
Interesting. We can say you can and you will. She's necessary to my work, which puts her under the court's protection. Because we have Scarlet Chorus favor too. Well, until you and Narot forced this squabble, I was respected in the chorus. I do not need your permission to respect a fellow servant of Kyros. Lore 41, she can't tell us about the Scarlet Chorus or the voices in Narot if she's dead. Subterfuge 41, maybe I want the voices to think I'm being carefully observed. I can draw my weapon, or let Verse go. I think I'll go at number 2. Well, until you and Narot forced this squabble, I was respected in the course. I do not need your permission to respect a fellow servant of Kyros.
Whatever pitiful regard the howling mob once gave you, you had best disregard it. You are Tunon's vassal, not theirs, and your support of my cause will not endear you to any former allies in the chorus. You are playing a dangerous game, Binder. If you wish to hold a venomous serpent so close, I will allow you your own self-destruction. Now leave me. When you are ready to join the assault, speak to the Iron Marshal.
All right. I don't know whose body that is. Let's go ahead and grab the goodies here. Goodies! More goodies! This battle report from Echo Call Crossing blames the failure of the assault on the village on the Scarlet Chorus. Apparently their scouts failed to report critical intelligence about the enemy composition. Alright. Let's see now. Okay, so if we take a look right now at our quests, primary the Oathbreakers. Kyros' forces will soon be ready to launch their attack on the Citadel. The time has come to prepare for the defense of Vendrian's Well. We need to travel back to Vendrian's Well Citadel. Got it. We've already got our training done. Everyone here is all ready for the fight, looks like. Hellspar, Sevius, Iron Marshal Enrios. Lucia's there as well, as is Marcus. Can I still train with them? It's about time we took Vendrian's Well. It's an honor to have you take Vendrian's Well with us, Fatebinder. Let's see if we can't sell anything before we go here. Scarlet Poison. You can sell that. Don't need that. Honor Guard's Bronze Falx. Don't need that either. Who else is hiding things from me? Oh, a bunch of things over here. Okay, let's see now. All this stuff can go away. Broken armor, broken helmet, all of them. Broken Falx, all of them. Sword, Agate, and Topaz. Trade all those. What else do we have here? Studded Iron Gorget for parrying. Sanguine Scroll, I want those still. These potions, I already know that one. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. I don't use half this stuff anyway. Fish. Let's see now. And Dire Remedy. Get rid of that. I want to keep that for Frostfire. Let's trade all that. Move the grain. That. Potions of... hold on. Stop that. We want that back. We want the potions of revival back, please. Thank you. That was not the option I wanted. Oh, man. Okay, water. And keep that potion as well. Plenty of sandals and things. Don't need the bronze armor. Or the heavy armor, rather. Nobody wears heavy armor in my party anyway. Sage's hood is not as good as... well, we'll see if it's good as my hood. Leather boots. Momentum gauntlets. Blood chanter sandals. Don't need all these shields either. Let's see now. Trade all that. Okay. Let's take a look at my character now. He's got on stone shield boots. Oops. Are those... Where's the armor? Same. Same. Momentum gauntlets. Multi-strike capability. Sure, why not? Sage's hood is the same as the Earthshaker hood, but I like that hood better. Alright. And let's see now. Maybe Verse wants the light leather gauntlets. There you go. Good job, Verse. There you go. Have fun. Blood Chanter sandals is better. Maybe we'll give Lantry the hood. Nope. Okay. Alright, so we've got all that set up now. I guess we'll go ahead and speak to the Iron Marshal. I don't know if that does anything. The time is upon us. Iron Marshal Enrios nods at you with a serene smile. We march on Vendrian's well to show the Tearsmen the price of insurrection. She looks in either direction, surveying the movement of ironclad warriors readying for battle. Kyros' edict will soon come to bear, and we should move at once. Fatebinder, if you are willing, I could use your assistance. We are a tight-knit band, and while we are not outclassed, we are outnumbered. Will you march to battle with us? Go on, catch up. I'll join you for this battle, but I'm not amused by this little fight between armies. Betray alliance. I see, because we have an alliance right now with the Oathbreakers. Betray alliance. I'll join you for this battle, even if we have to spill some Chorus blood. What of the Scarlet Chorus? Will you ask me to fight them as well? It offends us to violate Kyros' peace, but the voices of Narat is a gangrenous limb, the sort of malady that, if tolerated, destroys from within. She shakes her head, lowering her gaze. So yes, if the chorus stands between us and our goal, and I am certain they will, we will have to draw blood. We can lie and say, go on ahead, I'll catch up. Our forces are assembling as we speak. We will meet you at the Citadel. Graven Ash protects. She offers a firm salute, then turns to her troops. All right. Well, I think that is gonna be it for our time here at the Disfavored Camp. I don't think we'll make it back here again. Because they're gonna learn very quickly what's now happened. I wonder even if the Scarlet Chorus will let me into their camp. Fatebinder. Under his helmet, you can hear something that's either iron shearing apart, or Barak grinding his jaw. You lied to the great general. You have no intention of leading the assault with the disfavored. And what's more, you have made me complicit in this treachery. He balls his hands into fists and locks his arm in an aggressive stance. Let's talk this over like logical adults. A harsh laugh escapes his armor. As if anything I've seen out of you could be called logical. You betrayed the disfavored to our faces, and you expect me to join you in a fight against my countrymen. I may be pledged to your service, but not even Kyros would hold me to that, given what you intend. Unless you turn around right now and state your intentions to stand by our side with the Iron Marshal, you can consider me ejected from service on the grounds that you're a traitor. Where did you pick up the legal speak, Rust Bucket? Have you been reading the Fateinder's diary? He regards you with an intense glare, awaiting your response. We could betray our alliance and say, very well, I will swear I will fight with you alongside the disfavored. Because we're a diplomat, we have this option here, and we actually gain loyalty from Barak. I've chosen to break the siege, not stroke the Archon's ego. Verse, can you talk some sense into him? Tune on someone with a mission. Do you think I'm such a fool as to forget it? One of us is doing their job, and one of us is standing in the way. I'll give you a moment to decide which one of us it is. I'd like to keep Barak if at all possible, so let's try the diplomat route. Give me a chance to prove myself to you. Have I not labored to solve problems since I arrived at Vendrian's Well? You have. Though your support of the Oathbreakers has caused us no end of trouble. He rubs his head. I am a link in the shield wall. I don't have Graven Ash's mind for strategy. Perhaps not even yours. When you ask me to take up arms against my countrymen, how can I possibly follow? How do I know this is the right course? Because we have athletics, we have this option. If the Oathbreakers tried to twist this to their advantage, I will reduce them to a smear under my boot. Because I have lore 36, let me do the thinking for us. Tunon would prefer it this way. Because we have subterfuge 36, neither of the Archons is thinking straight, but I am, and I suspect you are as well. Let's take control of this siege. Graven Ash protects, but I aim to solve. Join me. You know, the nerds are so gullible, and I'll share a laugh with Ari about it when this is over. You don't. I'm going to join the Oathbreakers, and any of you ironclads who stand in my way will die. I think that he would respond best, and again, using my diplomatic mind, I'm not just trying to appease Barak one way, I'm trying to find the best way. I think he would appreciate number one. If the Oathbreakers try to twist this to their advantage, I will reduce them to a smear under my boot. Very well. I will remain at your side, provided that some sanity comes of this, and in the end, it serves the cause of the North. Barak stands at ease, still trembling. The stress of following you alone will lead me to an early grave. Yay! We kept Barak around, and we gained athletic points. Very good. Yep, we cannot go to the Scarlet Chorus camp. The Scarlet Chorus have closed off access to the camp following the declaration of war between the two Archons. And now we can go to Vendrian's Well Citadel. This ancient fortress rests within the center of Apex's valley, its ring-shaped wall mimicking the mountains that border the nation. The citadel has been repaired and, while understaffed, remains a formidable presence in the valley. Let's make our way over there, then. Ooh, it's gonna be a nighttime battle, too. Okay. So our quest has been updated. We now needed to speak to Ari about her plan to defend the citadel. But we'll go ahead and do that, along with the culmination of the battle here at the Vendrian's Well, next time. Hey everyone, J2John Jeremy here, and I want to thank you for watching. Check out another video from yours truly, or take a look at the playlist for this series. If you haven't done so already, click on the logo to subscribe and keep track of this channel. Until next time, so long, and take care.